Hello guys, welcome back to another video with me Noodles. I had to start the stream over again because I wasn't recording my voice. But as I was speaking, I was talking about the trick and how you can adjust the tricks that you do and kind of make them look better. So it started up, I just tried to modify some of the tricks, and I noticed yesterday that I'm not sure if this is a thing actually yet, so we're going to explore that a little bit further today. But I know that you can modify your tricks with slight body rotations and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. And what I mean is, I've spoken about this before. I love to do them with the hard flips, but also with the inward heel flips and stuff like that. So the thing is, if you tweak your body, and if you haven't noticed this before, it's probably just because you haven't played the game enough, or you can notice this, how the character and the body movements actually adjust towards your skateboard. You can tweak your body more doing an inward heel or doing a hard flip, or just a kick flip, just to tease out your tricks. You can do that in almost every trick. And what I mean is, as you see here, this is a nollie inward heel. Nollie inward heel. It's a whirl heel. Sorry, whirl kickflip on that one. This one is an inward heel. And you can do that with a tweak. That is pretty damn cool. You see how he catches in the back? And I will show you the change. So whenever you do a inward heel, let's see if we can do one clean though. You do it like that, but if you can even tweak it a little more. So look at the difference here. So this is just a normal inward heel, not that one. This one is a normal inward heel. Looks decent enough, but it even changes a lot if you do a slight body rotation too. You see how you can tweak that out, looking damn awesome. And it even looks better when you do it down stuff and kind of have more air to it and have kind of the slow rotation on the board too. But I noticed yesterday I was doing just nollie kick flips and heel flips and ordinary heel flips and kick flips. And I was doing that, and it did another tweak that I haven't seen before, and that was crazy to me. And I don't know what happened, but the catch was looking damn different than this. And I don't know how that works. Is it actually the inputs that you're doing? Or is it not? Let's see if we got a request here. Let's add him. I have no idea how that works. Because I know you can kind of slow rotation. But I don't know why the tweak was looking different. Because I cannot replicate that. Because the catch was looking so different than just an ordinary kickflip. And I cannot wrap my head around how that worked. And how that got. Because you can obviously tweak your body on this trick, like make it look a little different, but it was actually the catch was different. Let's see if I can go to the exact same spot to see what happened there. It was actually close to the extrovert shop. It might be a different kind of thing going on whenever you jump over stuff. That it actually does a tweak with your skater to kind of get to kind of clear the obstacle. But I'm not sure about it, so we're gonna try here. So I'll set up a session marker here, and I gotta turn off all my music because it's probably too late, but we have to do it in either way. Audio, come on. Enable. Alright. So, let's see. I did a nollie kickflip above this thing. And I noticed that it did a tweak with the catch that I haven't seen before. And I don't know if there's a glitch, if it was a glitch, but the catch definitely looked much different than this, and I have not been able to replicate it. And unfortunately, I did not record it because I didn't think too much about it. It was like I thought that this was an easy thing to do, but obviously it was not. Let's just try an ordinary kickflip then. Heel flip, I mean, sorry. I can't even make that. Need better speed. It was so weird that I cannot replicate this. So, okay, that's one heel flip. It's not the same. Because the catch was like... I know whenever you do a catch on kind of a Euro gap or something similar, sometimes the character kind of hangs off a little bit with the catch. At least in the tray flips, which is that's something that is great. That's a great feature. So I think there's more to the tricks and more adjustments to the tricks than we actually haven't seen yet. Or it sometimes maybe even glitches in this version of the game too, because there are sometimes that I really see the difference on the tricks that it just points out in a way. But again, now I cannot replicate it. I cannot replicate it. I don't know why. Let's see if I kind of keep it longer. Like, try to do almost a double, but not double. You know what I mean? There's nothing different about this one either. It was like, he did like this kind of tweak without me doing anything. Like somewhere around there, but really can't replicate it. Because it wasn't like this. It was... The difference was less. But I'll also show you what I meant about the kick flips. The tray flips. Because they have a different kind of catch. Whenever you do it kind of bump or do it in a Euro gap. I'll see if I can replicate it here. Let's place that on marker and see. If we do it across here, it's probably gonna do it. Nope. Maybe too much speed. Many people know about this feature, but it's just a so nice feature. It doesn't do it. Not even doing a tray flip, so... Okay, let's try here. Okay, he's not doing it. Where can I do that? I know the skate park over at the docks here, or like the beach, or whatever you call it. They have a perfect one. Maybe it had something to do with the speed. I'm not sure. That if I do a kickflip in higher speed, it changes. No, it doesn't. I wanted to do a little bump grind on there. Oh, didn't manage to do it. Let's see if we can get that tray flip on this one. No, good enough. I think I went too far. Isn't the part? It's over here. But that kickflip, man, I cannot replicate it. If you see, maybe it's just about the flick sensitivity. Like how hard you flip it. We'll try to explore it a little bit here now. I know this Pock should be able to do the tray flip with a hanging foot. Somehow, nothing of what I'm trying is working right now. Why? This was hard. I remember not liking this Pock whenever the game came. But, I mean, this is one of my favorites now, to just float around doing really nothing and placing out new objects. I cannot get that tray flip, man. Maybe I need to do do it slow. Oh! Don't know what happened there. Alright, let's see. I know that it usually do it across this gap right here, but it's not even close to do what I'm trying now. There you go. That was a little one, though. But here you see, like, he's hanging off with his back foot before he lands. This is like a feature that not many games have. Not like that. Which I think is an amazing feature to the game, because if you are into details, you can kind of get satisfied with doing the tricks differently every time. Even pop shoves too do have this feature. I know. Let's see if how the inward heel does it, or the hard flip maybe. Hard flips too can be caught differently, even without body rotation. If you do a small hard flip, you will see that the board doesn't fully rotate like the upwards motion. I'm not sure how I managed to do that, but you can see sometimes the hard flip is not as steep. Like this, you see the nose are like pointing up before the catch. But if you do it like just a small one, it's not supposed to do it. But I cannot get that flip right now. Alright, maybe it doesn't have anything to do with that. There you go, that was a different one. This is weird, because here you see, you're doing a hard flip. The hard flips are definitely tweaking here. That's a normal hard flip. That's the most usual one that you get. You see, like, the angle that you catch it is usual, the hard flip. Which, like, kind of makes the hard flip the perfect trick to me. Even look at the trucks, how they work. This is crazy that a game like EA does this. I mean, after playing Session, I thought nothing could be improved until this game came. And now, look at this hard flip. Suddenly, he catches it. You see how that catch works? It's suddenly flat. The catch is flat. There's definitely an angle change here. And this is something that I think is... I don't know the details here, man. This is crazy to me that they actually have done this. You see, look at that angle. The catch, when the shoe hits, is around here. That angle is looking like this. And whenever you go, let's go to the last one here. Where is the catch here? The catch is going here. There's the catch. Look at that difference. That's crazy to me. The hard flip looks so damn different, and I know that there's a slight difference with the kick flip catch and heel flip catches too. Let's do a nollie hard flip, see if we can get another type of catch with that too. And I'm really not sure where the change comes, or if it is your inputs, your like skate input, flick input. Look at that too. There we go. You had one here. The catch is going like, we catch it there, like a steep one. And I think the last one too was kind of more flat. Yeah, that's the flat one too. I'm not sure if it's because of the height of the trick that is changed. Let's try to change that. Let's see here. Okay, that's an ordinary hard flip. Let's try the low one. It is the low one, I think. It's whenever you do a low catch. But anyways, it's cool. Maybe that's the difference between the kick flips too. Because if you you know that objects in this game have a different kind of, what do you call it, like magnetic drag to the board or the character whenever you do a trick. So maybe that's the thing that changes the flick on a kickflip too. Like even here, that's a different one than the first one, isn't it? Here the catch is going very, very steep upwards. It's like an angle. Let's see on this first one. The angle is not that. It might be the downslope that changed that one. But definitely a different catch too. Let's see. There's a slight difference on each catch on these ones too, is it? Let's see here. We did a nollie kickflip. Okay, the catch is pretty horizontal. And this catch is not horizontal at all. Look at that difference. It's actually quite the difference too. I think this is more of the catch. This is more like the catch I'm talking about, I think. Which is different, but it was even more different than this, because I remember whenever when he caught the board was like angling like this until he hit the ground, like that. And that just makes the tricks look so realistic to me whenever it kind of does something like that. That was quite cool too. That was a slight difference. You see this one, horizontal catch, pretty. Like, you see there too, he catches it, straighten this out. And I think whenever you do this on a higher kind of ground, it will stay like this longer, I think. Let's go figure that. Let's try to bust this myth, man. Which place is a nice one? I know the perfect spot, actually. It is the spot right... Where am I? I need to go to Brixwick. We are going to this spot right here. It's just across for us. Okay, let's go there. Hey, man. Let's bust this myth. How different. Okay, so we're starting off with just an ordinary kickflip. That's what we do here. So, let's place down this one. We're gonna do some variations. We're gonna do... I'll just start a little faster here. Okay, ordinary kickflips. One. That was just an ordinary type of input. Let's try a slow one. Let's try an even slower one. Let's do a fast one. Let's do something just out of the... Well, okay, it was not supposed to be at all. But okay, let's do a... Let's see if we can do the tweak that I was talking about. And that means I'm doing a different input. I'm doing, like, input straight to the left with a stick, like this. And another one, which is more straightened up. So, let's place down a free cam to see the catch here and the differences. So we're going, let's see here. Okay, that's the ollie. Let's go here. That's where the flick starts. So, let's start with the first one. So, we got one catch, which is, this was a pretty slow one, I think. When did we start here? Okay, we come in. Okay. Here we got the first catch. Which is, I would say, just an ordinary catch. Nothing different about that catch. Let's see on the second one. It's the same, I'd say. This one, that was a slow catch. But it is the same catch here too. It doesn't really change much. But what about this one? Was that the ollie? No. This was a little different though. It was a little tweak with the legs. Look at that. Was that any different? Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Let's see on this one. Not that different. I don't know. It was not much difference on these, I think. We're pretty close. Let's try another one with doing inputs differently. Like, we're gonna do a kickflip, but the kickflip is going to be slight different with the input. So first off, we're going pretty like an ollie. Okay, that was that. And now straight to the left. know if that was any different. It looks the same, man. To me, that would look the same. The flick was a little faster on the last one, but it was just the same. Nothing different there. How the hell do you get that catch then? I'm totally, entirely sure that it exists, that different catch. But I have no clue how it works. Alright, let's try a slow spin. Because the catch is just too clean. I want it to not look clean, like it's hanging off differently off the board. And I know it's possible because I have seen it. But somehow it does not do that now. And I do not know why. I think... I don't know what that was. I'm just like trying to do different stuff here, but nothing. There's not a rocket flip. There's not anything different. It's not a slight change. Nothing different here. Try the nollie then. The nollie was the one that I figured was different. I think it was not a nollie kick flip, it was a nollie heel flip. But let's try. We saw the difference between the nollie and like the angle of the flip. That is different. But it's not very persistent. Oh, that was a nollie hard flip. Not intentional. Of course, tweak the body a little bit. It gets a little cleaner. That was not a good one though. But you know, it looks nice to kind of have that tweak. And I'm also positive that that was kind of how it looked like. But the catch was like there. That was the catch, and it just held on to that kind of stance. But you see now, it just cleans it up at once. Let's just go into the settings to be sure that my settings isn't changed. That I have advanced settings. Because maybe that, or experience settings, maybe that was something that changed. Hell tripped in latex, slappies, firecrackers, wallies require ollies. I don't know. There's nothing very different here. Looks like. But let's try the hard flip without that kind of, without the upwards catch on this one. How that would look like whenever we do it down a stair. Like, look at that, and then look with the tweak. How different isn't that? I cannot enjoy this enough, man. That was an ordinary one, and then you have this one. It just looks so sick, man. Look at that catch. It's like so damn tweaked. Bam, there we go. But I wanted to try to get that low kind of hard flip. Let's see if we can do that. That was different. That was difficult. Wait a second. Maybe it has something to do with the input of the lower one. I don't understand, man. How the hell are you supposed to do that? It won't catch it like... We have seen it. We are positive we have seen it. We saw it earlier in this stream. There we... No, is that the right one? I don't think so. Let's go to gameplay. It was still that catch, but it was a little bit different, and I think it's something to do with that curve right there. Because it feels like whenever it's close to something, it will kind of hang it off a little bit. But, I mean, nothing different with that hard flip now. Nothing. I cannot replicate it again. Why is that? That is so weird to me that I cannot replicate that trick. It goes the same over and over again. Let's try a slow one then. Oh, nothing like that. Even slower then. Nope. 360 hard. That's a crazy one. But I mean, it's not going to. hard flip looks the same every time. Let's try to do it faster then. I do like the fastest flick. And it doesn't do anything about close to that hard flip. Ooh, that was actually quite sick. That was a sick place to do it. Like, bam! That was even better. But man, that hard flip is not going, dude. I cannot replicate it. Is it because of my settings here? Is there anything I can do that is making it easier or like different? Like, could it be the flick it sensitivity controls how the stick movement speeds translates to pop height and I feel like that's fair to have that kind of setting right there. I'm not sure if it's better to have it higher up or lower, so let's just try to keep it that way. I know I can get that trick sometimes, it's just not very usual. I feel like it was like whenever you do the slow pop. But I feel like I cannot flick any faster than this. No, it's not possible, dude. Even the kickflip's true. I cannot get it right. Okay, so can it have something to do with how you start the input? Like, you see how it changes? Damn, I haven't noticed that before. I have not noticed that before. So, whenever you see when I press my stick towards the left, and if I change it towards the right, it actually moves the freaking foot. How can I not have noticed that, dude? I have not noticed that before. Look at that. Look how I changed my footing. It's definitely going to have to do with something around there. So whenever I do can I do that flick some differently? Like if I have that input. What is the requirement to get that hard flip that I'm wanting to have? This is so crazy to me. Now I can't replicate that hard flip, but we have seen it today. It's going crazy with the flicks right now. But damn, that makes us see how hard this is. And even the impossibles are having that late kind of catch thing with the front foot. That is also a great feature. Which is the place to test this? Which is like the best place to test it? The skate parks are usually a good place, and maybe the skate park over here. How am I not? Here we go. Here it is. Donski skate park. Let's go. I feel like this is a good spot to test it a little further. Because there is this hip right here. This transfer. Let's try this. Let's do a tray flip. Let's do another one with a little less speed. Oh, that was a huge bump. Too much speed, a little less. Yeah, it was a better one. But it doesn't change the way I want it to. I don't know. It's so weird to me because I cannot really handle it whenever it catches the way I want it to catch. The hard flips, dude. That was a slow one. does not do the things that I want. Let's just do an ordinary kickflip here. No. But anyways, I think you guys got to see the kind of the tweaks that I'm talking about. And if you ever try get another tweak that I haven't seen yet, please give me a comment, because this is something that I'm really, really fascinated about and want to be able to kind of get more into and find out how these things works, because I cannot really tell what is the difference here. I cannot get the flicks the way I want it, and how you get them. I feel like they should be able to kind of choose however you want them to be, but I just don't know how the inputs works, man. On that exact. Let's see if we do a kickflip like this, and if we do a kickflip like this. What was the difference here? I feel like nothing. But let's just see it. Let's have this like the last trick we did. Oh, something messed up here. Oh. Sometimes the replay editor is just like messing with us. Okay, so this was two exact same kind of kickflips. Alright, that was the catch on that one. And the next one is like just the same. Just the same. So let's round this up. Let's just do one last trick, and we're going to replicate. I had another post with Tom Shar's part where he did that. I can't remember the trick's name. I'm so bad at quarter pipes or ramp skating in particular. But you know the trick that he did with 180. Freaking hell, how can I not remember this? This is kind of embarrassing. But alright, let's just... You know the trick if you have seen his part. So let's just try to replicate it. Oh, that was close. That was good. I think we can do that another time anyways. I'll try. I cannot do a trick I cannot name. We'll do that later. Anyways, I think we got to dig into how you manage your tricks and how you can tweak them. And I hope you enjoyed getting an insight on that. And anyways, have a great one, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.